Hey, it's Daddy Steve, and it is Saturday, 22nd of December 2018. I'm in London, yeah. Temperature high of about 14 degrees, it's a bit cloudy. And my charger cable's a bit loose, so it's going to keep on vibrating all video, so you got that to look forward to. I'm trying to do something about it. There you go. My man misled Jester, one of my capitans. Came out with a real genius suggestion for a meld. I think a meld, I might have mentioned it in my last video. In my last video I was talking about dating tips. Oh yeah, just a little aside. Those dating tips don't apply when you meet somebody in a club. You know, you ain't gonna be trying to just hold her hand, you know what I mean? I'm talking about daytime dates. If you're gonna time, you know, what you're gonna do, you can't go to a club in the daytime, right? Or it's unlikely. Unless you're in Miami or something. I'm in London, right? So, yeah, I'm talking about daytime game. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Nighttime, if you meet somebody in the club, you get a rapport, she's up for it, you've had a few drinks. Yeah, listen, I'm not really talking about offering my arm in that situation necessarily, or just, you know what I mean, having a little peck on the cheek. Things operate. Anyway, so my man misled Jester, he came up with a fantastic suggestion. On that note, I'm trying to resist doing something really silly, and that is spending these Omni 5-star shards on a farmable creature, which happens to be Dragon Lancer. Now, I've been looking forward to having Dragon Lancer in this deck for quite a long time, so I don't know how long I can resist. I've got the 7 Omni shards there, I've got 22 in total, so I'll still have 15 after all of that. And if you're wondering about how I got those shards, it was Lost Relics, spent, you know what I mean, and a bit of luck. But those 22 shards are over the lifetime of this game. I haven't always done Lost Relics, to be fair, and I never do it now. I only just burn some energy in the daytime and usually on the night time as well, because there's nothing for me to do in the game. But anyway, I've got those Omni shards. I've got enough to get Dragon Lancer. In the course of this video, who knows, maybe I'm going to get it. But I shouldn't do. I should wait. I'm waiting for basically Platinum Wheel and just doing it on there. And the last Platinum Wheel I got this. It's not super exciting, but it is the type of thing that can get rid of a Nefarious Witch. You know what I mean? It reduces HP. So if they've got 1 HP, this will get rid of it. Also, before talking about my man Misled Jester, my man Mr. Box, Mr. Fantastic Mr. Box, who also does videos, he suggested for me to go, well, he just suggested Cole in general in our guild chat, and I thought, you know what, it's kind of right. If you're going up against Queen Artiola or things like that, it's about reducing HP, or having something which calls them, aka, yeah, HP again. Okay, so sends enemy creature of less than 30 HP to the graveyard. It's not talking about direct damage, it's just talking about just removing them to the graveyard, and it cannot be negated. So I've got rid of Deathless and gone with Call. The reason why I feel confident to do that, I'm not suggesting it for everybody, but the reason why I've done it is because I've got Nefarious, which ironically Call could counter, and I've also got, and I've upgraded it, Revive to, it's now level 9. I'm trying to get that to level 10, and that is going to be a very long road. So basically the Revive, with the Revive rune on it, and the Recycle 3 from Nefarious is the reason why I felt confident to get rid of Deathless. There's going to be pros and cons to it. It's debatable about whether it's a more offensive or defensive strategy, because I tell you what, the Deathless has saved me plenty of times. Say just for instance, Bloodletter's frozen, you know what I mean, my Nefarious will not be frozen because he's got the immunity 10, unless it's, what's it called again, Aquarius that's done it, you know what I mean. So basically Deathless just steps in and just sends it straight back into rotation, so it's kind of useful. But I'm trying out Cole, and first attempt I got Cole 10. Wow. So anyway, going back to what my man Misled Jester was saying, he he put Revive Meld onto that Dragon Lancer. And initially I thought, that's a bit curious. But at the end of the day, Dragon Lancer's got Unbound, so it should be immune to Delay, Seal, Discord, Frozen and Paralysis. Just the same as if it's got immunity, really. It's only Aquarius which is going to override it. And of course, yeah, fair enough, it can be retreated, but I think I've always said right from the start, I think retreat is mostly pointless, and I'm seeing a lot less of it these days, to be honest. So basically, it doesn't really need immunity, apart from kind of Mass Charm. We'll just nullify it. There is that. But it does have a Crystal Ward, so it's going to stick around. And it's got the Magma Breath for the attack, so it can do the attack aspect of it. It can resist just general being frozen. And when's the last time we saw paralysis at this level? The guys early on, they will probably see it, but yeah. It's immune to Delay as well, which is just a bonus. So it's really retreat and Mass Charm. It's the end, Seal, yeah. It's got the awesome attacking potential of Magma Breath. Basically, I'm going to do exactly the same thing with my man Misled Jester over time. What I'm going to do is put Revive on it. Revive. So that will go on. Oh, now I'm going to use those Omni Shards. That will replace my Bloodletter. And then either Chiropotera can stay in the deck, or hopefully I get another Aquarius. Wow, they'll just put me onto capacity at this level, level 98. Aquarius is cost 23, Chiropotera's cost 22. 2 Aquarius, that. Ooh, that'd be nice. That'd be real nice. So that's my thoughts. That's why I'm doing this video, and thank you, Mr. Jester. Fantastic suggestion. Revive. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get a Dragon Lancer. I can't wait no more. Steve, you dumb boy. You dumb. See, the thing about there's 2 aspects to the game, isn't there? There's the fact that you've got to enjoy doing what you're doing. You know, you've got to enjoy smashing people over the head. You know, only in game terms, not literally. I'm not an idiot. But yeah. So in the spirit of enjoying the game, you've got to do what you enjoy. I'm not suggesting or advocating for like spending all your gems. You know what I mean, or just kind of making excuses for yourself to spend the gems if you're not a pay-to-play player, or you kind of like you dabble in paying to play, and you end up with lots less gems than you would have done if you'd have saved for all Alice bonds, which makes no sense. But yeah, basically, just stick to the principles. Enjoy your game, play your own game, but you've also got to be game smart. So that was basically a long way of saying I've been slightly less game smart in that respect by using those Omni Shards. But to be honest, they've been sitting there since I started the game, and you've got to do what you think is fun. And I likes me some Dragon Lancer. And I'm really looking forward to trying to put Revive on him. Bear with me. Yep, get rid of those. So for future Dragon Lancers, because I've already got one now, I can go about it like smart and just wait it out. Look how many Harbingers I've got. But the first one, you know what I mean, just be a little bit impatient. I'll allow myself that. I was thinking about potentially just putting Disposal or Recycle 1 or something like that on these Harbingers. I just have never got around to doing it. It's probably even less likely I'm going to do it. I was tempted just to kind of sell 4 of them. But because potentially it might be useful down the line, it's still going to just sit there. Neo Amazons, get rid of a few of those. And the Giant. Not 100% sure why that's still there. The Ender Giant. Light Brave, same as Harbinger in a way, but I'm probably less likely to use a light brave, to be fair. Just not brave enough to get rid of him right now. Vein Mesmer. Oops. I don't like wastage, but I haven't got the time to mess around. Damn right I will. Got the magma breath. But it sounds like a diss really, doesn't it? Ooh, magma breath. Right, so what we're going to do... Right, these are the Omni I got from the last Platinum Wheel. It's not exciting, is it? But it's definitely worth doing. Yeah, it's not going to be a game changer at that level, but you know, that's going to be a work in progress. And as I said, for the moment, that's going to replace my Chiroptera, and it's going to be more resilient, obviously. What else has you got? Crystal Wards. I'm just trying to think what the most useful thing to put on there. Definitely not the Unbound Rune. Crystal Wards, Magma Breath. Probably just standard Violence, Protein. And what I'm thinking is, do I strip it off that Chiroptera I've just taken off? Probably in the future, but I can't be bothered right now. I'm trying to watch some Australian. I love my cricket. I'm trying to watch some Australian cricket. But instead I'm making this video for you. Right. I still might do something like that. Right, that's not as good, is it? Right, so... I'm trying to think about what I want to try and achieve. See, that's got absolutely no punch power whatsoever. Maybe that needs it. But I like the fact that Wraith can remove him from play. Some of the Snow Harlots are still there. But he has got a little bit of punch with the twins. Obviously, would have a lot more with Dragon Lancer, but I'm not trying to put them in the graveyard. It hasn't got Paragon, even though I do have a Paragon to put in there. I think it's at level 0. Yeah, there it is. I actually do intend to use it as a meld. But ironically, this Paragon got given Frostblade. And that's too useful to waste. So I can't meld over Frost Blade. It can't be negated. Got 35% chance. If anything, I need to get that higher. Yeah. Given that I'm seeing less people, my personal opinion, I'm seeing less people with Retreat, it's more useful to have Frostblade. Is it? Yeah, because most people don't use Delay, really. Don't use Magic for Tempest. Seal. Very rare to see Seal. So again, it's going to be that Mass Charm thing, which we do see from time to time. Anyway, so I like my Frostblade. It's a long story short. Yeah, I'm thinking to move. I do love you still, Chiroptera. Don't take it the wrong way, okay? You're still my boy. But this guy here better. Now I'm thinking, instead of Revive, why not Recycle on Dragon Lancer? And the reason why is because the balance of my main deck already has a Recycle 3 in Nefarious, which I think is kind of like, I wouldn't say it's essential, but just ridiculously advantageous, obviously, if you've got a Recycle 3 card, especially one that has got Where is it? Especially one that's got a dark reversal. Right. See, my Dragon Lancer probably can't kill a Nefarious with Magma Breath 3. It needs to be much higher. But as I said before, that's a work in progress. Right, so what we're going to do, quickly just shift these around. Yep. A new defensive deck. Right, let's find somebody to kick S to kick. That's a mini whale. Interesting. Alright, so what we're going to do is try and go Wraith, Spirit. He's at a massive disadvantage. But since he's a mini whale, he still might actually win. This is looking at these decks still running with twins. And if you're wondering what they are, Sacrifice, which obviously helps. What was it? Yeah, I remember before now. I was talking about getting rid of that twin, wasn't I? Because it hasn't even got the rune on it. And I was right then, and I'm right now, so there's that time. I'm thinking this deck does actually need a little bit of help. For goodness sake, on principle, that injured twin's finally gone. It's looking like it's going to be Dragon Lancer. Which goes against the base principle of what I was saying before, especially without having a Paragon. But you know what, maybe I just need to add a Paragon. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. This makes my garbage deck even more garbage though. Let's just see how it performs without it first, and then we'll try it. And I am aware that I haven't put the runes on it. Dragon Lancer, yeah. Right, so Sacrifice Twin, it's going to be Revive, Queen Temptress, it's got a Nefarious Witch, she's got Warlust. S Revive, Dullahan, Dragon Lancer, kill this one, Octavios, all the level 10s you can see, obviously Shuaptera, Paragon, but this is in there just for the Voodoo rune at level 9, Hanzo, Spirit Painter. Spirit Painter's in there just as a wild card, really can clone anything obviously, so apart from Octavius. Apart from if they got Lucidity. Everything else is standard. That's going to be Voodoo, probably. Recycle 1. Revive with the Revive rune on it, level 9. Let's go. I should have looked at the level. Oh man, spinning wheel of death. I should have looked at the level of that Druidess. Here we go. I'm planning to do 6. That's a loss. One of these battles, one deck duel, then bounce. Should really have been a no contest. This battle is all about who controls the rage. And I got a bit lucky really, because that Queen Temptress is not going to retreat my Dullahan. It's going to be a retreat. Of course it is. Standard. And as I was saying, people don't really roll with retreat no more. Anyway, so that's out of the way. And so are you, Soul Shrew. And they both were Voodoo. I'm just looking at the skill, because some of these are kind of freeze-based magic. These meaning like the Queen Temptress. But that's Voodoo. That's Voodoo. There you go. This one was Ice Arrow. Which is crazy. Let's have a close look at that. basically a 40% chance to freeze with the Boo Boo prize of magic. I'm guessing that's going to be a retreat again. And that Dragon Lance is going to mess us up. Oh, he did retreat. The Dragon Lance is going to give us all the rage we want, I think. Not really. Interesting. That Nefarious has got immunity. Immunity 6, still got frozen. Oh, I was waiting for that pit dragon to be reborn. You let me down, son. You let me down. At least I got rid of one. And I got those creatures back. Oh, Unholy Rites. Oh my gosh. Still a lot of toys this level 84 player. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, it's magic damage, isn't it? So that's immune to it. Yeah, of course. Look at, he's only got 26,000 hero health. For goodness sake. That's confidence. Right, let's see what this Dragon Lancer can do. He's only got 300 though. Okay, it's a nice gesture, mate. But either way, this Snow Harlot is too badass for Dragon Lancer. This is looking very much like a win. Wow. I'm saying wow just because Deathless took out that Dragon Lancer. Anyway, we've won. Let's see what Unholy can do for this one. This is definitely well. Look at those. Oh, he's got look. Maybe he just got lucky with Unholy. Maybe he did. I don't really have much patience anymore. I want to see what happens when I clone a Dementor. I've never done that before. Since I'm talking about it, immunity 7, 250 restored to all creatures. When an enemy creature is destroyed, creatures restore HP equal to 25% of the max. Right. Interesting. I'm guessing it's going to trigger my Aquarius very soon. Yep, got me a genius. Uh oh. Oh, yoy. The bad luck that was involved in me losing my Aquarius was just off the charts. Anyway, let's see what their Dragon Lancer can do against themselves. Level 6. And level 6 is 600. See what happens. He dies, what happens? Right, we got there. I couldn't wait any longer. I just can't take long drawn out games. Anyway, so we're going to do a deck duel. And that'll be that. Get back to my cricket. Oh! Yeah, just checking it's the right deck. I know I haven't changed the runes around. It'll be fine. Marginal disadvantage, but I haven't got Dragon Lancer in there just because of the physical damage that it will do, even though it's useful. Oh, Twilight Ronin, get the hell out of here, son. I got it in there for the magma breath. Right. Now we need to wait around anyway. Let's do what I've been chatting about for a little while now. Purple violence, really haven't seen that in a while. Anyway, so that's violence. That'll do for now. One more go. Matching. Come on, son. It's kind of a little bit unfair against the Volsongstress. But I don't give a damn. Right, so obviously we need to control their rage, keep it well away from the maximum. Just so that this bad boy right here don't do too much. I think you'll go on, Queen Temptress. There's not really a lot I can do about it, I'm afraid. Nothing. But it's still useful because it's voodoo, in my point of view. What to do? Tempted just to go for it. I know he's got his Aquarius just waiting there, man. It's just waiting there. I just want to go offensive. Offense. I'm worried that Hanzo's got a lot of health. Just have to play that. Possibly should have played that Tavius underneath the Capricorn, because he's probably going to have dodge, and you know what? He did. Right, so on Holy Rites that changes things a little bit. I bet he can't wait to play his Aquarius, because that Aquarius would have been cloned. I suppose played. Well, I don't know if I suppose played it. Okay. There's not really a lot I can do. Listen, we're not going to win. We're not going to win. Let's go out on the loss. There's no shame in it. There you go. Well done to you, Mr. TC. Anyway, so that's it. All that to say this, and now I've got Dragonlance, so I'm not going to waste any more Omni Shards. Ooh, but I am thinking to evolve it. So let's have a look at that implication. Because I wasn't really planning on leveling up. I mean, you know. Some way off getting more copies of this creature anyway. Just tell me? Yeah, alright, so I need 4 extra cost in order to get the, you know, level it up to be ready for a revive. If we're going to get 4 extra cost into this deck, I've got 4. I've got 4 spare. And 190 of 194, so that would actually fit very conveniently. Anyway, so that's that. Yeah, so I'm not going to waste any more Omni Shards. I'm going to get some more copies of Dragon Lancer. I'm going to try and put a revive on it, and then that will replace my Bloodletter. And in Dragon Lancer's place, hopefully get an Aquarius, or for the meantime, just put Sharab Terror back in there, so it's got offensive potential. Anyway, and I also want to get some more Omni things to upgrade this Magma Breath. It needs to be higher than level 3. Anyway, that's it. Please like, subscribe. That is Steve, and I am out.